Welcome back, people of everywhere, for another session of R&R, and this time I'm reviewing one of the godfathers of the slasher genre of horror films, and that is Friday the 13th. When you watch a slasher flick like this, especially one of the older ones, you really have to look at them through a different kind of lens than you look at other movies. Because you know they're going to be campy, they're going to be slightly dumb, and they're going to be full of characters that you really don't care about. And with other types of movies, those would all be negatives. But with slasher flicks, it's kind of what you want. You want an easy plot, you want characters that you're just there to see die, and you want boobs. And you get that in Friday the 13th. Not very many boobs, though. I just watched it, and I'm pretty sure there was only one scene with, like, actual exposed breasts in them. But Kevin Bacon got to touch them. Go Bacon! So for those of you who don't know what Friday the 13th is, but spoiler alert for a movie that came out in 1980. Essentially, a woman goes on a killing spree at this camp where her son had died years before. The camp is about to open again, and she doesn't want that to happen. So she is just going around and killing off everyone there. The counselors, the guy who owns the camp, everyone. And that's really it. That's all you get in this movie. Teenagers that are there to be counselors at a summer camp. Teenagers drinking, smoking weed, and banging. Teenagers dying in horrific ways after they have drank, smoked, and banged. You've got everything from the car not starting when they try to get away, or the phones not working, or the power getting shut off. It's all here. And when you keep in mind that these were not cliches at the time, it would have been terrifying. Maybe. I don't know if terrifying is the right word, actually. It would have been suspenseful. I'll say it would have been suspenseful. But now that the movie has been out for 37 years, sorry if I just made anyone feel really old. We expect these things in the slasher genre, and they are there, and they're fun because we know they will be there. So the movie really has lost its suspense over time, which I guess could be a negative, but it's still fun. I do have some problems with the movie. They're really just kind of nitpicks, though. Firstly, there are shots in the movie where they just seem to linger for an absurd amount of time. Like when Crazy Ralph comes to visit the camp and tell them that they're all doomed. He cracks me up every time. I know it's supposed to be ominous, but it's hilarious. You're all doomed. When he's riding away on his bike, it's like 10 seconds of him just riding his bike out of frame. And then once he's out of frame, it's still like 2 more seconds of just nothing. Just the trees. Like, that's all you're seeing. And I know 2 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're just sitting there watching, it's like, okay, why do we have to see him ride all the way off screen? I don't need that. I get it. He's riding away. And then lastly with my problems is when Jason appears. Alice is on that little canoe in the water. The cop comes to get her. Jason busts out of the water, grabs her, pulls her under. As a child Jason. And then in the hospital she says, well, where's the boy? Where's Jason? And they're like, oh, well, we didn't see a boy. And she says, that means he's still out there. So was he there or not? Like, did she just imagine that? Because he died. That was the whole point of his mom going on this killing spree. And this was apparently like a few years ago. So he would not be the same age that he was when he died. He would not still be in that water. and he would not grow to Jason's size in the second movie if he was a child in this first movie. So it doesn't make sense. Am I trying to put too much logic in a Friday the 13th movie? Even with those nitpicks and my utter confusion at the end, which will forever be confusing for me, I'm still going to give this movie an A. Because it's a classic. It's one of those movies where you really just kind of look past its faults because it's a great time. So what are your guys' opinions from the 1980 Friday the 13th movie? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe so that I can see you next time for more R&R.